Okay, I'm back again today to talk about some more TexTools 3.0 features. In particular, I'm going to be looking at the project feature in TexTools, which is essentially the way to automatically import files directly from things like Blender or Substance Painter or Photoshop or whatever, and have those things updated in real time, all the way down to the real running game level. So to start with, I have a quick collar mod pack here. Doesn't have anything special going on with it, it's just something that I made a long time ago. And we're going to go ahead and just pull the mod directory from this Penumbra mod. Just click open mod directory and you can copy it or you can navigate to yourself, but we'll need it here in a second. When we go to TexTools, we go to View and Project Manager. Click New Project, Live Penumbra Project. And much like with the Penumbra Attach feature, we're just selecting a Penumbra mod folder here and letting TexTools load it and set it all up for us. So I'll go ahead and refresh this item since it didn't refresh for me. Fix that bug later. You can see I have the item in TexTools and Penumbra both right next to each other. And much like before, I can go ahead and edit the item. So I've got here, I'll just delete one of the chains and export it. I'm just going to walk through this whole process. So we're export here, load the FPX in TexTools, and then go ahead and save it to Penumbra. Kind of neat. Updates, perfect, just like the previous video. However, we have an extra little bonus here because we've started this as a project. If I scroll down in this menu, you'll see that for this neck model, it's now attached to this real file in my hard drive. So if I go and edit this file again, let's say I blow this chain up and export it again, this time I don't even need to touch anything in TexTools. I can just go in game and chill for a second and let it import. And boom, right there. Likewise, I can continue making alterations. I could do whatever I want to do with this. I could move it around or spin it or drag it over here. Something that's just suitably obvious or you can tell that it changed. Wait again and there you go, updated. Now this isn't limited to just models either. I said it's Substance Painter, and likewise I have Substance Painter set up here. So I'm going to go ahead and export my textures for this current state in Substance Painter for my project. And if I go back over to TexTools and I look at the normal map, I'm going to go ahead and load those files. So they are, for me, they're in this export folder for this project. Here's the normal. Go ahead and save it and load the mask as well with the correct mask. And save that. And again, if we go and look at our project manager, we'll notice that these files are actually tracked. And so if I go back in game, you'll see it's been updated. You can now see the little tag here, although it's a blank tag right now. And so now if I go back into Substance Painter, and let's say I want to turn on this one that just adds this demo text, I can go ahead and export those textures back. I don't need to touch anything else. I can just go chill in game for a second, wait for Substance Painter and TexTools to finish doing their thing, and there you go. Once it's all loaded, we have the demo text available right there. And again, I could continue altering these things. I could put on different tags. I could play with different stuff. Continue just working on my mod however I like it. And everything is, again, updated in real time in Penumbra. This is, a real mod. If I close TexTools at this point, this will all stay here. However, we can still do one better. With the project manager now, I can go ahead and close this, go back to doing whatever I wanted to do beforehand. Don't mind me just getting through some debug code on my other monitor. So again, back in game, this is still showing the same stuff. If we go back to TexTools, we're back to the original model. Nothing's changed in our game files. However, if I wanted to keep working on my mod, I could go back here and just load project. And if I go back to that Penumbra folder, you'll notice there's now a project file in it, project.tt project. So if I go there, I just click on this project file and open it. It's going to immediately reload it, including this FPX and these PNG files, so I could again go back to Substance Painter and immediately start working on this again. Let's say I wanted to put this one on now. Go ahead and export these textures again. Go back to game. Wait for them to reload. Takes a little bit for Substance Painter since it ships out a whole mess of files. There you go. And just like that, we can have a project that we can load at any time we want to get back to working on this mod. And when I don't want to work on it, I don't need to deal with it. I can just close the project and move on. And likewise, at any point in time, if I just got tired of working this, I can just close TexTools. I don't need to do anything fancy. Don't mind, again, my debugger getting angry at me. And as usual, again, files are still saved in game. So I think that covers the project system fairly reasonably. You can also do the same things without Penumbra. You can just create a project that will automatically import into a TexTools transaction and keep track of those files in whatever folder you chose to keep them. But with the Penumbra attachment feature combined with it, you can really do some pretty powerful stuff where you don't need to be thinking about what path am I importing this to, or how do I convert this to a .tex or .mdl file. You can just work in Substance Painter or Photoshop or Blender and not have to think about it.